What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TAO today, Bittensor. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 10th day of April, and the original expectation was that we were on our way to prices at about $400 to $460, and I think we would have made our way there were it not for the subnet. Was it the subnet dev or subnet something that sold his wallet? Just tapped out, sold the top, did a pretty good job for himself, but that, I think that if he didn't sell, or whoever it was that sold, whatever the rumor is going on that, and actually we can look at that now. Let's just see. Let's just type in TAO and just see what that pulls up. Top, maybe latest. I would like to do latest, but it'll literally give me the thing that was posted in the last second by someone who might not even know what they're talking about. TAO just lost 20% since Covenant AI announced the leaving with Bittensor. That's a weird way to put it, but yeah. Covenant AI is leaving Bittensor. Sam Dare didn't just leave. He called the whole thing decentralization theater and accused the founder of running a one-man show dressed up as a protocol. Sounds like crypto. This is the kind of exit that doesn't get forgotten. It becomes the quote people screenshot when the next red candle hits. Yep. So that's what it was. Okay. Yep. This came after Covenant AI, a major project on TAO, announced they are leaving Bittensor and reportedly sold 37,000 TAO worth over $10 million. Team accused Bittensor founder of running a decentralized theater, lie, and controlling many aspects of the protocol. Yeah. Well, but look, the thing is, guys, just so you understand, first and foremost, let me just say something real quick, okay? First and foremost, anything in crypto that says it's decentralized right now, and if it is truly decentralized, it's destined to fail, okay? We're in a time where finance is centralized, entirely centralized, okay? It's very, very, very much centralized. If you want a decentralized protocol to succeed, it needs to have aspects of decentralization with a guiding hand that is centralized, a guiding point of authority. Any project that's in the top 100 that says it's decentralized, they're not decentralized. They didn't make it to the top 100 because they're decentralized. I think maybe Cardano is the best example, and even they have a figurehead. But Charles Hoskins, he says, or Hoskinson, whatever his name is, he's claims to have stepped away. He's not leading the development, and it truly is decentralized. And in that sense, that's great. Dogecoin might be decentralized, but it had a lot of time before then, and it was mainly a meme, and that's why it came out. You know, Bitcoin is decentralized to a point, but even there's some centralization there. You know, it's really hard in this day and age to just have something that's completely decentralized. So if they're leaving because, oh, it's not decentralized, it's decentralized theater, my assumption is the leader, the centralized point of authority with TAO, the one that is the guiding hand, which is a good thing, by the way, probably had a spat with Covenant AI, and because of that, they're making this theatrical. They're the ones putting on the theater. Nothing is actually decentralized in crypto, guys. Nothing is. Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, Monero, maybe Cardano, those might be the best examples, but really outside of that, and even those, there's a lot of centralization still, and Bitcoin especially is very decentralized in comparison to any of them, but and maybe Dogecoin too, but I digress. All I'm trying to say is this is not a big deal. This is really not a big deal. If this is what's causing people to panic sell, you know, that's on them. I think that this was just a very major player, a big contributor to the TAO ecosystem, and it's unfortunate that they sold here. This is what they call a black swan event, you know. And we did get from a high point here to a low point over the last 36 hours now, about a 30% drop. You know, that's sad. It's bad, and I don't believe we will recover from this and see higher highs. I do believe we'll recover from this. We'll probably see prices back above $300 at some point, get another lower high, and then continue to sell off. I do believe this is the beginning of something that will inevitably cascade TAO below these lows and even below $100 in time, but it's not going to be a straight shot down. This thing's not going to plummet. There's going to be people who look back in about a day or two, in about a week, probably next week, and you're going to be like, damn, prior support, negative news, I've been through this before. Why didn't I buy? Why didn't I buy? I should have known that this is a great time to buy. It'll probably come up. I want to look at the short-term stuff and then zoom out from there. But yeah, my thought would be it is, if you're looking to trade this thing, probably is a good time to buy. If you're looking to sell this thing, it's probably not a good time to sell. You'll have a better opportunity here. You're either going to reject prior areas of support and prior areas of resistance and prior areas of resistance back here and prior areas of resistance back here and prior areas of support back here. You're either going to reject that level, or perhaps you go a little bit through it and you get a lower high, something like that. I'm not expecting that we run up to this $400 zone anymore. I think that that's busted. I think that if these guys waited to have their spit spat maybe a week or two later, it would have happened. But whatever, it didn't happen that way. And if we inevitably do go to $400, that's great. But what we've done here is we've gone to the golden ratio. We tested it twice, and now we've broken out. Typically, this is the end of a trend, and we will likely go lower. We could come back and back test that golden ratio range one more time, but I think 320 is probably the highest that we'll get to, somewhere around there. If not, again, something right around $300 right there. I wouldn't be surprised if we got just above or just around $300 to make people really excited for TAO again. But yeah, as far as is it a good time to sell here, it's probably the best time to buy, really, right? We got relative areas of significance. I think it's a really good time to buy. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We'll look at the 1 hour and then we'll zoom out. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. A lot of volume at the lows here, especially. A lot of volume at the highs there. A little bit of bullish divergence. Not really a whole lot to go off of on the 1 hour. Stochastics are coming out of the oversold zone. La-di-da, that's great. So are the RSI. And the MACD is about to cross. Cool. Very bearish on all fronts here. On the 4 hour time frame, the best thing is that the stochastics is about to get out of the oversold zone, and that's all you can hope for. That'll probably happen once you get back above like 270. 275. And again, I'm not expecting anything dramatic here. I don't think that anybody who thinks a situation like this is going to just erase as soon as it happens. I mean, this is a big deal to a certain degree. It is a big deal, and it's going to hurt the price. It already has hurt the price. As far as TAO goes as a project, it's nothing different, right? The call has been for months now. We look at TAO B. Let's just see if it'll load. The call has been that once this rally is over, that we would systematically work our way back down below $100. And that's not going to happen overnight. That's not a drop that's going to be instantaneous. It's a drop that's going to take, probably the rest of this year to happen. But we look at this, this overall history. We've got a flat base. We've got descending highs. I was assuming that we would see slightly higher highs. We did entertain the thought of this being the high, once upon a time, but what we've been doing the past week really encouraged the thought of going higher. It really did. And it would make sense, I think, to go a little bit higher. It really would, but what we have, I guess, would be genuinely called a black swan event. We're going to systematically work our way down here. Everyone's going to say, this is the best time to buy, it's the best time to buy. We might get like a weak pump and then dump, and before you know it, and the way I have it drawn here, it's November of 2027. That's not what I'm expecting to happen. I don't think it'll take that long. But sometime probably by the end of this year, like July, August, and onward, maybe sometime between July and December, we should be around $90, if not somewhere lower. I doubt we get below 50, but something in this range. That's where I think we're going to find support. We look at this from an overall perspective here, from a low to a high. The golden ratio is right there at 105 to $83. That's our zone. And you really could see a drop that takes you down to $61 to $44. Sure. It's possible. I don't think we get below $60, but it is possible. I do believe we get below $100, but there's also the possibility that we bounce right off of that $100 level, that we don't have to go all the way down below $100. But I do believe we're going to break below this range. Absolutely. And that shift, after being above this range, being upheld by this range since 2024, I don't expect it's going to be a small shift. It's going to be a dramatic one. People will panic sell. They'll make the worst decision. And that's where we might step in to buy for the long term. Because I do believe TAO will come back and see new all-time highs. And this is what I meant earlier. This is what I meant earlier when I said this isn't a big deal. This is not going to hurt TAO's performance. Oh, they're not decentralized. Really, what this is probably going to hurt is Covenant AI. Because who the hell is going to want to partner with them if they're doing stuff like this and making a public theatrical whatever? You know, nobody. It's like if you're working at a job, and you go on the news, the news to just talk bad about your job and all this stuff. And I mean, maybe if you're exposing fraud, that's one thing. But like if you're actually like talking about things and just like saying, oh, this is the worst place to work, the boss is an asshole, you know, whatever, you're saying those kind of things, people aren't going to want to hire you. You're not going to have, you're going to have to, or at least not in that same industry. You know, people talk, and in the crypto industry, people talk a lot. This, again, mark my words, is going to hurt Covenant AI, whoever the hell they are, much more than it hurts TAO. Much more. And over time, TAO will come back and see new all-time highs. So again, down here, we'll be looking to buy. That'll be the easiest 10 plus X of your life down there, but I digress. 4-hour time frame. Did we look at this yet? Oh yeah, right. It's just, it all looks bearish. That's right. That's where we left off. Daily time frame. You rejected the overbought zone. It's clear as day, guys. That right there. I wish I actually looked at this a couple days ago, because if we saw this on the 9th, we saw this drop yesterday, close like this. I mean, that really actually, sorry, even on the 6th, the 8th. I'm sorry, the 8th. We saw this on the 8th. That would have been the signal. That was actually a very clear signal to go short there. Whenever you're in this dynamic where you get overbought, and now you're rejecting it, that is a bad sign, guys. That is a really bad sign. I actually wish I looked at that, because that would have been the dead giveaway before all this happened. Stochastics are coming down out of the oversold zone. MACD is picking up momentum to the downside. I mean, yeah, that's it. There's zero doubt in my mind right now. If you're coming here for hopes and dreams, I'm sorry to dump on those, but zero doubt in my mind that this was the top of that move. The move is done overall. Even though I expected that we would go up here, I heavily advocated against anybody buying here for the long term, right? If you wanted to make a trade for the short term, that's great, but we also had very tight stop losses in case that happened, right? I actually sold out at like basically at the same levels that I bought in. I put in some money for a short term trade, and I sold out just a little bit higher than that. Not up here. I'm sorry. I probably sold out like right here. But that was because I got cold feet, and I got excited about another project. I wanted to put money in there, so I definitely didn't expect this to happen this fast. If I did, I would have gone short, and I wish I did go short. I probably would have made more money that way, but nope. How much of a drop? It's a 30% drop overall, guys. You throw 5x leverage on there, that's a 2.5x. Bam. Right there. But see, that's the issue, and that's why I also didn't go short, because even from the top, if we went to you know, anywhere in that range, a 20% pump on 5x leverage takes you out. So it's just easier said than done. But I do expect we'll probably move back up here. We'll probably move back to this 290 to 330, 290, 330 area. That's probably where we're going to move back to. Find resistance, and then come back down. And over time, systematically work our way lower. Yeah. If you're in it for the long haul, good. Good. If you're in this for a multi-year thing, you believe in TAO, you believe in the fundamentals, good. This shouldn't shake you. It really shouldn't shake you at all. And in time, you'll be vindicated. You'll be super smart for buying here in time. But hold through the pain. If you're not going to sell here, you have no business selling here. You hold through the pain. Anybody who bought the top, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I'd get the hell out. I mean, maybe not right now. I'd wait. You know, I'd wait till we're back around $300, but I'd probably take the L at 290 or higher. If I see that price get above 290 or higher, that's what I would do. I'd take the L. But that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying, you know, to be the least risk on there, and then put it in something else that's low. Put it in, keep it in cash, whatever. You know, wait for the next big dump on something else and see if you can play that game. Put it in Bitcoin Cash, baby. I think that one's a good one. Or Onyx Coin, of course. I like Onyx Coin as well. There's a bunch of good projects out there, you guys. There's a bunch of good projects. Even the Trump coin, the Trump meme is kind of a play that I'm working right now. We'll see. We'll see how it works out, but I do think that we'll see some life in this thing over the coming days. Time will tell. I think the 14th, it has the snapshot date happens on the 14th, so sometime between now and then I'm expecting like a 30% or more pump. So 30% or more pump, if you're holding a 30% dump, I don't think that necessarily equates the same, right? Because like 28% dump right there, if you move up, a 30% pump doesn't even take you above that, but it'll at least alleviate a lot of that pain, right? Anyways, I'm just talking at this point, so I'm going to end the video. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I fully believe this is what's going to happen. Again, in time, you're going to work below the slope. You will go below $100, and this will happen by the end of this year. I'm very confident in that. But I'm just as confident in that as I am that you're going to move up to at least this 294 level, if not even back above $300. I doubt we get above 330. I do believe we'd get a lower high, but I doubt that if you're looking to sell right now, fine, sure, in the grand scheme of things, you're going to feel smart for selling here. But over the coming week, you might feel dumb. So I think if there's some patience from this point, maybe have a tight stop loss here so that you sell anyways if we go below that low. Because, man, if I'm wrong and we don't get this move up, yeah, you're going to plummet. You're going to plummet really fast. This drop will happen a lot faster than I expect. That doesn't mean it can't happen, but that's not my expectations. I do think that we're going to move up higher first, find resistance at prior support, or even a little bit through there, and then drop down. So, for whatever that's worth. And none of this is financial advice. It's just my beliefs. Hit that like button. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.